Morning, everybody. My question for you today is, do you have trouble sleeping? Our verse is Psalm 121:3. He will not let your foot be moved. He who keeps you will not slumber. He being God in that verse. Does worry impact your ability to sleep? I mean, there's a lot of things that can impact your ability to sleep, but worry is a big one. Why are you worrying? Usually we worry because there's some situation that we can't control and we fear the unknown. We fear being vulnerable. Does God ever sleep? No. Is God ever out of control? No. Otherwise, he would not be sovereign or omnipotent. Memorize this verse and repeat it to yourself the next time you find yourself staring at the ceiling with your mind racing. Want to learn more ways to take care of your God-given body? Join me for my new series, Becoming God's Temple, Healthy and Strong from the Inside Out. While it aired last week, you can still jump in and watch all these episodes for free during the encore period this week. So go ahead and click below to sign up to watch if you haven't already. All right, our recipe for today is we're doing another smoothie. It's apple mint smoothie. And we're going to start with, I actually have a quarter of an avocado in here and some supplements in the bottom of this. And I'm going to add about a cup of kale in here. Just obviously going to give it a little more bite than the usual greens I would use. And I'm going to add a sprig of apple mint off my bush. And then we're going to add a quarter of an apple, which I will cut up smaller. I am using, I think, a Fuji. I'm not trying to have this be real heavy on the fruit because we don't need large amounts of sugars. So we've got a quarter here, and I'm not peeling it. This is organic apple. Just going to cut it up smaller here to make it easier for it to blend. Okay. And then we're going to put about a half a cup of coconut milk right at the end of this container. Just to the end. And I'll fill this up a little more with water, distilled water here. If you don't have enough liquid, it just won't blend very well. It's just going to be too darn thick to blend. Okay, so we've got kale, avocado, coconut milk and water, apple mint. Yeah, just a second here, and let me grab my thing on here so I can actually blend this. Okay, and you can use any kind of blender to do this, but I prefer to use a magic bullet just because of convenience. I'm making one serving at a time here. Shake out the top of that. Tastes good. You really don't taste the kale that much. The apple and the apple mint do a pretty good job of disguising that. So you can get your nutritional value from the kale and have something that tastes good at the same time. So I will be back next week with another smoothie recipe and another verse, of course. And if you haven't watched the interviews from Becoming God's Temple, do opt in to do that at the end of this week. They will be coming down, and you won't be able to watch them for free. So go ahead and do that. I will put it in the link in the comments below, as well as the recipe. See you next week.